What are the other employment issues which people need to be aware of?
Data protection's always a bit of a concern. Particularly, I think, as a practice...
This is of the employees or associates rather than the patients, who,
well,
of course, we do protect.
Okay. So hopefully that is the case. So, yeah, in terms of... I've had situations where there are these things called data subject access requests.
Yes.
Which are essentially when somebody, an employee, but it could not be an employee, it could be a contractor, says, I want a copy of anything that has my name in it. It could be any documents.
Emails,
WhatsApps, everything. And they're a nightmare. And they often happen when, say there's a dispute and you're arguing about somebody and then somebody lobs in a data subject access request. And you have to go back and trawl your whole system for the last 12 months. And it takes hours and hours and hours. And then they complain to the Information Commissioner office.
Is that the period they're allowed to do it, 12 months, or can it be longer?
They could say 2 years if they want, but usually it should be relevant to what we're arguing about. It's fine for the employer to say, or the practice to say, no, the issue we're talking about is over the last 6 months. So that's whatever we're going to do. Yeah. But it's a horror. And then occasionally I've had one where they've complained to the Information Commissioner's office, and then they write to you, and you have to explain yourself. And I had one recently where they record everything, and so they're recording data, but it flashes up on the screen or the software system, we are going to record you, and the employee still said...
For training and quality purposes.
For training and quality purposes only. And the employee or the contractor said, well, they were conducting underhand dealings with a competitor, which they shouldn't have done, but they'd done it on their company software system, and it'd all been recorded. So they put a data subject access request. And then the husband put a data subject access request because he was chatting in the background, and it was just absolute chaos. So
you probably best steer clear of this.
Steer clear, yeah. So, have a data protection policy. It's good anyway, if you can.
Yeah. Harassment?
Pardon?
Harassment?
Harassment is the new one that's just come in. So 26th of October, we had the Prevention of Sexual Harassment in the Workplace. And it's one of the few bits of legislation that have come in which is preventative rather than how do we deal it when a complaint comes. So what that means is, to distill it down as easily as possible for small businesses, is have an anti-harassment policy. It doesn't have to be long, 3 or 4 pages, because you'll have an equal opportunity policy, but now I'd hope you'll have an equal opportunities policy, but you should have a standalone a harassment and bullying policy in the workplace. It's good to do a risk assessment.